Welcome everyone to my very first YouTube video. Clive here. So this particular exercise is just a warm-up. I usually like to warm up with weights to just relax my back, increase my blood circulation, improve my flexibility so that I can have a good range of motion when I start training. With this row exercise, the idea is to keep your body engaged the whole movement. So what you want to do is, as you pull, flex your back. As you release, try not to release the weight all the way down. Your arms should be somewhere around 170 degrees so that you'll be able to keep the tension. As the weight gets heavier, it's very important to keep your form, keep your chest on the pad the whole time, and concentrate on the movement. seated row. With this one, you want to keep your back engaged the whole movement, at the same time making sure that your movement is controlled. Flex when you pull and get a good mind muscle connection. Each set. The stronger your biceps, the more you're gonna be able to endure through the whole workout. Like I said, if I have like 5 exercises ahead of me, my biceps need to be able to carry me through the whole workout, giving the best through each set and each exercise. So your biceps need to be on point in order for you to develop a good back. I always make the last set the heaviest, because when your body is a little tired and then you maximize that with heavy weight, that helps with developing a very good muscle motor, and it increases your endurance levels. Last set, as usual, I had to go heavy. I put 80 kgs each side, and I had to make sure that my form is as close to as good as it can be. Lat pull down. I started with 20 kg. With this one, you want to keep your back engaged. When you pull at the bottom, flex, have a controlled movement, make sure your muscles are working. Don't do jerky movements. My fourth set on the slat pull down, I repeated the 60 kg I had done on the third set. I did a calculation. I figured I wasn't gonna have a good form because my biceps, they were not really responding to what I wanted, so I had to repeat that same weight so that I can be able to at least maintain the form that I had on the third set. If I had gone heavier, my form was gonna go off. So notice how I'm switching between pull down and row, pull down and row, because I'm trying to mix and balance the progress on my back. With this particular row exercise, try to move your legs less so that it doesn't take away from the exercise and the movement. Lock your knees and focus on the row. You also want to stretch out your arms as far out as you can so that you get a good stretch. Don't do half pulls. A good range of motion is very important. The angle from which I was pulling from was favorable, so I was comfortable to put 4 plates. Notice how I'm just pacing around. I'm trying to get a good connection so that I can be able to execute this heavy weight, because I need to concentrate and focus and maintain good form with that. Some exercises and angles you can really load a lot of weight. Some exercises and angles you just can't. So it's something that you really have to understand about your body and learn how to manipulate that. The last back exercise, I did a straight arm pull back. With this one, you want to keep your lats engaged the whole movement. A good slow movement, it's even more beneficial because it allows you to engage even more with your muscles. With this last back exercise, I dropped down the intensity because I wanted to focus more on a slow, controlled movement, and also making sure that I get in a few more reps. That was it for the back workout. Now I'm just flexing to see the areas that I need to improve and work on. And also it allows me to see how my back looks when relaxed, when I flex. Yeah, that's it for back. Now I'm gonna jump to traps. Let's get it. First exercise I did for traps was a low intensity shrugs. I was going for more reps. On this one, since it was low intensity, I minimized my rest period. The only rest I got probably was to either drink water or just to take back dumbbells and get another pair. Second exercise for traps was the upright row with the kettlebell. So on this one, I went from first to the second to the third to the fourth with minimum rest in between, because I wanted to keep the tension in the muscle since it was a low intensity exercise. did bent over shrugs, because this exercise, it targets the midsection of the traps, just the lower part along the midsection of the traps, because your traps, they go from your shoulder girdle running all the way down to your midsection. I decided to do my biceps since I was cooling down on my traps. So on this particular exercise, I used kettlebells, because they give a different feeling with the way you hold them and the curl itself. Curl that I was doing, it focuses on the bicep, long head and short head. It's very important to know where exactly, which muscle group you are targeting with that particular exercise that you're doing. the whole bicep sets, because like I said, my biceps were a little weak, so I just wanted to bend them out. Second exercise, I did hammer curl with dumbbells. This particular exercise, it focuses on your bicep brachii. That's the muscle between your bicep and your tricep. That's the muscle right there. Then did a preacher curl with the machine. Since my biceps were a little tired, I was trying to save energy at the same time maximizing my effort. If you notice this grip that I'm using, it focuses on the long head and the short head. So it's very important to switch between your long head and short head to that grip that allows you to focus on your brachioradialis, that is your bicep brachii. So on this one, you can see that I've switched the position where I'm holding the handle. So that position right there, it allows me to focus on my bicep brachii. reps, I decided to do incline shrugs on this hex squat. They're really good. So I started with 40 kg, worked all the way up to the fourth set, adding 20 kg each side. Break I was getting was from getting up to re-rack. That was it. The minimum reps was 20. Last exercise for biceps, this one really messed me up. I call it a bicep marathon. So what I did, I put 20 kg, a 15 and a 10. So the idea is to go for as much as you can to failure with the 20. You do the same thing to failure on a 15. You do the same thing to failure with a 10. You repeat the process 4 times non-stop. important to still try and maintain your form even when you're feeling out of it. That's very beneficial because it's when your muscles are really working. Last exercise I did for traps was a barbell shrug with just a 20 kg. So the idea with this one, I wanted to keep as much tension as I can. So I did 4 sets, but you don't drop the weight down. You count 10 seconds after your set, still holding the weight. Then you go again 4 times, keeping the tension. You only drop the weight at set number 4 when you're done. So that's it guys for today's session. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can learn something from it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.